All right, everyone, welcome back from the break here. We're back with game two between Cool Kids here on the Legion side versus the Pandas here on the Hellborn side. I lost my co-caster, so I am going to be solo casting here. We have the bands already done. We have Magnus, Artillery, and Witchslayer going to be banned out here from the Legion side. We have Ophelia, Shadowblade, and Geomancer going to be banned out here from the Hellborn side. So we got a couple different bands here. The Witchslayer and the Geomancer. So a pair of supports there are going to be banned out. We see the first pick going to be Torturer for Legion. That could be a Torturer mid. We saw Imba Pingu play that in the VPOG tournament. He played very well on the Torturer. I think we saw him go even into like a early Behemoth's Heart. He was very tanky. So looking for that to be a possible mid lane option. We have the Moira and the Cthulhu font. This already looks like a big ego crew draft, but pretty solid picks over there. Team both the Moira and the Cthulhu font. We see the Meraxes pick coming out, and then we're going to have a jungler. We have the Parasite pick coming out. That one's interesting. I have not been seeing too many jungle picks. The Parasite, I do feel like he's a little bit of one of the weaker junglers, but we'll see if he's able to make his impact there on the early laning phase. Scaling into that mid-game style of core hero with something like a puzzle box potentially there. But we are going to be having what looks like to be an offlane Moraxis and a jungling Parasite. So unless this is a support Torture, it would be a main support, which I don't think I would like a main support Torture. I think we already have a lot of picks kind of locked in here. We have the mid Torture, the offlane Moraxis with a jungle Parasite. They would be needing both a support and a carry hero. But very flexible here on the side of the Pandas. They only have a support and what looks like to be their offlaner in Cthulhu Fawn picked up. There's still a lot of possibilities. We could see something to supplement that Cthulhu font in the long lane. We could still see something like a tri-lane with the Moira. A lot of options. They could also look to run a jungler themselves. So anything's possible here coming out from our Hellborn side as they've only revealed 2 of their 3 picks. But we already have the Lord Self Forest, now the Oogie band coming out. So the Lord Self Forest ban, I think that leads me to believe they want some kind of a healing core hero, but not always going to be the case. The Lord Self Forest, I feel like wouldn't really fit into Legion's lineup unless they would run that support Torture, but again, I feel like that would make their lineup more on the weak side. We see the Vindicator and now the Solomon band coming out, so again, they're trying to address those Lord Self Forest counters. The Solomon being of actually it would be quite a good pick here for Hellborn, going up against a Parasite as well, with that Wish for Wealth being able to transmute his creeps. Actually didn't even think about that as a possible option there, but pretty smart ban I would say coming out from Imbapingu. We see the Silhouette band coming out. I don't know if they necessarily would have wanted to run a Silhouette against a Cthulhu font lane, but um, they will be getting rid of that one. So we have one more band coming up from Legion. It's going to be Wretched Hag. Okay, so the bands are now finished there. We got quite the mixture of bands as well. A few carries, some supports, a couple of mids with the Lord and the Hag bands. I'm expecting to see a support and a carry from the side of Legion, and on the side of Hellborn, I think we still need to see a second support or jungler plus the mid and the carry. We're going to have a Midas, so that will most likely be the second support. And going with the Cthulhu font, we have a Sandwraith being shadow picked by Legion. Ooh, that would be quite the pick. So they might look to pick up their mid now, something against that Torturer. We could see something like the Bombardier. Um, Even something like a Pyromancer comes to mind, but I don't know if they're going to want to pick up a squishy style of hero. We'll see what they go for here. I'm expecting this to be the mid. They go with an Aluna. So it actually looks like a core Midas mid lane and then an Aluna second support with the Cthulhu Fought. So they have a lot of global now between the Aluna and the Moira. They could very well go for something like a Sandwraith themselves. But I am expecting the carry hero for Hellborn to more or less be a hard carry. We could actually see a hard carry versus hard carry matchup here. Depending on what our Legion side decides to pick up having that jungler. They have been shadow picking that Sandwraith, which could be an option, but see what they go for. They pick up a Chipper and a Dark Lady. Not the picks I was actually expecting. So they are going to go with a hard carry, and they're going to go with a support Chipper, it looks like, to stack the jungle, but they don't have a hero that can really clear jungle camps early on into the game. Maybe later on when Torture gets farmed up. Legion's lineup is very interesting. I don't know if I necessarily like the combination of the heroes they have. I would say their lineup does require timings. They need that Morax's portal key. They do need items up on the Parasite as well. While they're carry, the Dark Lady will most likely be contested here by some kind of man-up duel or tri-lane. And the Malikan here, which will be the final pick for the Hellborn side, more or less, I think, going to be getting free farm this game going up against that solo Moraxis. But we're going to need to see some big impact here, I think, from the Parasite once the mid game kind of rolls around. Otherwise, this Dark Lady, I think, is going to really struggle with the Malikan having a stronger lead. So we have what looks like to be, I believe, a mid lane Midas, a Cthulhu Fought, a Luna lane there. You see a port coming out here from the Aluna. He's porting to the long lane. Wants to get that ward of sight down. So it will be the mid lane Torturer. Going to get the ward of sight down there on that pull camp. Chipper has a ward on him as well. So you have the Moira Malikan lane. Midas versus Torturer. They actually have the exact same items. 3 minor totems, a blight, and a hatchet. I am actually really surprised by that. Both players saving up 225 gold. We got more damage there on the Midas. It looks like 53 to 59 versus the 48 to 52. Parasite starting with items for his Chalice. We have no camps blocked for the Parasite. Just this ward there on the pull camp. And we have Moraxis. Going to be going up 1 versus 2. It's Malikan and Moira. Looks like they will not be blocking that pull camp. Moira going to deny that pull. Meanwhile, it looks like we had possibly some body blocks coming in here on the camp. Cthulhuphon tramples in on the Dark Lady. There's a power throw on top. Some harassment being used there. Parasite, looks like he's almost level 3. So mid lane we have 7 and 3 against 3 and 1. Midas doing very well here. So again, I believe they swapped the servers. This is now a USC server. Last game we had an EU server. We will see how the tides change here. We have Midas, I believe, already with the bottle. Torture getting close to his bottle. We have the stun coming out from Torture there, but Midas will go and get that rune. Midas will sacrifice a couple creeps here for the rune, but a Mystic rune, very strong for him, lowering those cooldowns. Dark Lady and the Chipper, that is definitely a good lane to get a power supply in. So Midas still level 3, doesn't have the transmute just yet. He's gonna get that level 4 very soon. And Moraxis doing a nice job of getting the levels. He is currently level 3. He has 1 point in all of his abilities. 9 and 2 against 15 and 6, so Midas again with the illusion rune controlling the lane. Here comes a transmute landed by the Midas. Auto attacks coming in, the body blocks. Is this going to be enough for a bloodless kill? We only have 1 bottle sip there on the Torture. And, oh, 5 HP there. 5 HP on the Torture. He survives. Very close. That will force him back to base. We more or less have a very big lead here for the Midas. If he's able to get that 4-minute rune, that would be huge for him. Parasite, he is currently farming 250 gold per minute here. I cannot see how close he is to level 5, but he's currently level 4 with 900 gold saved up. There's a trample in from Cthulhuphon. He doesn't trample any of the creeps though, so not going to do any extra damage there. Power throw misses on the Chipper. Focus buffer level 1 was used there, absorbing some damage. Midas got the invisibility rune. Now he's level 5. Moraxis, he's being walked down here by the Malikan and the Moira. Torture, oh, Torture, if they put the stun on the Malikan, Torture is going to get caught out here by all 3. Great timing there from the top lane to catch out the Torture, going for that refreshment rune. So Midas once again going to control the mid lane here. He's currently 290 GPM against the 190 of Torture with that death. Torture really struggling here. Parasite is halfway to level 6. He picks up a bolstering armband. So it looks like he will be going for... Looks like he'll be going for the puzzle box. He's going to clean up this easy camp stack. So he hits level 6 there. We could possibly see a gank attempt coming in here in the near future from the Parasite. Dark Lady 290 against 330 Cthulhuphon. So Cthulhuphon doing really well here. 30 last hits to the 26. Top lane, Moraxis taking a lot of pressure here from Malikan. No sword throw up in 3 seconds. He goes for the health potion, so Malikan will not be able to get a kill there. Here comes Parasite with the leech. Luna will go down though as they get outnumbered 3 versus 2. Kill goes to Dark Lady there. Top rune will spawn regen. Looks like Moira will camp that for Midas, as he actually got the refreshment rune as well. So Torture on 25 versus 31 for Midas, so Midas still winning in last hits, but not by too much considering how hard it's been for Torture this game. Billifont hits the level 6 there. Very slow game here, only 3 hero kills in 7 minutes. Moraxis could be in some trouble. There's a sword throw. There's the stomp coming out. Shards of Harkon connects. No boots on the Moraxis, so very, very vulnerable there. He goes down. That will actually be his second death of the game. He's only on 95 gold per minute. Beautiful transmute there, landing on the Torture. Going to put him to about half life. So, Parasite's level 8 now. He's gonna almost have his puzzle box. He needs the recipe, looks like. There's the Luminous Prism. He's currently in a Wild Hunter. They might go for a kill here. Cthulhuphon is very tanky. 1100 HP. See if they try to find the Aluna, but she's currently Veiled Rotted here in the mid lane. Midas with a haste rune. Now they are going for the Cthulhuphon here. Trample is going to be used. There's the haste going to be activated. Midas warping into position. He lands the transmute. There's the power throw coming in from Aluna. Beautiful power throw on top of the transmute. They get the kill that they were looking for there, which was the Dark Lady. And Midas the haste rune is not over just yet. Moira is spawning there. They're going to see here on the Sword of Sight, Torture going for the TP. And there's the combo from Midas, and he will get another kill here on the Torture. So Torture now 0-2. Midas with great rune control this game, setting up another kill there. Taking out both the carry and the mid laner. Back to back with the assistance there from Aluna. Take a look at the GPMs. All 3 of the top farmers belonging to the Pandas here. So they have 300 plus on all their heroes. The top farmer is Parasite with 300 gold per minute. Dark Lady only on 296. And Torture are really struggling this game on 220 gold per minute. They have a port coming in here from the Chipper. I don't think that they can bring down the Midas unless he uses his Elemental Warp offensively. A lot of damage coming in there on the Torture. He will go below half life. Now they do have Chipper here with a focus buffer. Perhaps trying to bait. I believe he was spotted there on the Ward of Sight. Midas goes for the combo. He will Elemental Warp backward. There's the Minotaur Stomp coming in. The rockets from the Chipper. The ports are happening. Here comes Torture. Is he going to be able to secure this kill? He misses the chain reaction stun. Midas will go down. There's the Moira Arcane Vortex. Going to be missed there on the Midas. And they will all survive. So the dive will be successful there. This Parasite came in from the flank. Cthulhuphon is here with the trample. He's going to miss the trample. Meanwhile, Moraxis dies in the top lane. Was that a snipe? Oh my god, I think that was a snipe from Aluna. Beautiful snipe coming in from downtown. Sorry that I missed it on camera, Ramity. Don't be too mad at me later. But beautiful snipe there. We got Dark Lady. Looks like she's going for an early Rune Cleaver. She is not upgrading the Marchers here. She's on Sustainer. Transmute gonna land here. There's the trample. Warp comes in. Dark Lady goes down again. That's her third death this game. And Parasite is getting close to the puzzle box level 1. Moraxis only on 100 gold per minute. Very, very under farmed here. Does not have any kind of items yet. Torture gets the tower here in the mid lane, so bumps himself up to 300 gold per minute. Midas, even with the death, he's still on 345. Malakin is currently in the bot lane. We have a big collapse coming from our Legion side. They only have 3 heroes here, as I say, a big collapse. Now they have 3 versus 3. They're going to stun up on the Torturer. Sword Throw comes in from the Malakin. It's going to slow up the Parasite as well. There's the rockets from Tripper. Triple comes in from Cthulhu Font. Power Throw goes in on the Parasite, but he's now in the puzzle box minion. Moira comes in, and there's the chainsaws down. They're going to get the kill there onto the Malakin. Arcane Vortex in the background. Here comes another champion from Cthulhu Font, landing on it too. They're going to bring down both the Parasite and the Parasite in response for that kill there on the Malakin, and Shipper will also fall. So a 3-for-1 exchange. Cthulhu Font's not done just yet. He goes in for the trample. One more auto attack. Make it a double tap for Cthulhu Font and a quad kill for the team. As Dark Lady, she was currently in the mid lane. A 4-for-1 team fight there in exchange for the Hellbourne side. So they will also get this tower here as well. Now they're on an 8,000 gold and 5,000 experience lead. Luna going to run into Chipper here. She says hello. Midas is coming in though. There's the stun and the transmute. Oh no, the chainsaws! 40 life. Luna will survive. Alchemist Bones picked up on the Midas. So they pick up 1 Alchemist Bones there to address the Parasite. Dark Lady, she's still pretty far from Rune Cleaver here. She does not have the Warhammer yet. This is going to be like a 16-minute cleaver perhaps with red boots. She's pretty far behind. She's only 300 gold per minute. Malakin currently 460 with double damage. Going to work on his ancients here. Trample comes in from Cthulhu Font. There's a portal key. The Midas transmute on top of the power throw. They bring down Torturer there. And they're thinking about doing a Kongor here as they have the double damage still activated on the Malakin for 15 seconds. Oh boy, that's a boulder tank. Malakin is going to pick up the Warp Cleft here. Looks like he's going for the full Hyper Crown. And this will be a Kongor. Rockets come in, but not in time. Do a nice job of body blocking those rockets there. So 3 players over 400 GPM. The supports even 250 and 230 gold per minute. And Moira halfway to a portal key. It looks like Luna picking up steam boots here. Looks like there's the full Hyper Crown for Malakin. We have a portal key now picked up on Midas on top of the Alchemist Bones. Almost 500 GPM there on the Midas. Legion is currently looking to pressure this top tower, but we have a defense being made here. The port's coming in. That could be the Midas porting in, perhaps. No, that's the Cthulhu. Two-man trample going to be lined up there under both the Torture and the Moraxis. And that is 2 kills going the way of the Pandas. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we have the Wild Hunter Parasite taking out some of the creeps there. He's going to get the Puzzle Box 2 delivered to him. So only on 290 gold per minute. Midas is going to jump in here. Parasite gets in the puzzle box. Does not have the Alchemist once for 20 more seconds. Midas warps in. Here comes the sword throw from Malikan. He ports to it. There's the Shards of Harkon. Chipper will fall. And they're going to go for the Parasite here. They will use the Arcane Vortex to stop that TP. That will be a kill. They did lose the tower though. Nobody ended up denying that. Cthulhu looks like he's going for a barrier idol now. Oh, what's going on here? Torture. He's on the run, but is on the dead run. Chipper also gonna get caught out here. Double tap happening for Midas. It's gonna be an onslaught streak now. 490 gold per minute on the Midas. Wondering what he's gonna go for as his next item. We could see a mid-game item here, like a Storm Spirit or a Tablet of Command against the Dark Lady. We could also just see a very early Sheepstick. He's farming incredibly well. There's the Alchemist Bones catching the Parasite. The whole team is here. Parasite will go down. 21-3 score, by the way. Just realized that it was actually this big of a lead for our Hellborn side, as they're up by 15,000 gold right now. And Malikan's getting really close to 600 gold per minute. He picks up the Mighty Blade now. Gonna be building into that Shrunken Head. And I don't know how the heck they're going to deal with him. And once he gets the Shrunken Head picked up, he's got a full Hyper Crown as well. Moraxis needing his Portal Key. He's on 1,600, almost 1,700 gold. But they might just do the other Kongor here. I don't think the Legion side can really fight them right now. They, I believe, only have a level 2 puzzle box on the Parasite. There we go, yep. No Portal Key on Moraxis, and Dark Lady just got a Rune Cleaver, so she is not really looking to fight just yet. Thank you for the host, Kevin. Welcome, everybody. We're currently watching Game 2 here of Cool Kids on the Legion side taking on the Pandas. Cool Kids took game number 1. That was an EU server. This is a North American server now. We are in game 2 here with the American team leading. Second Kongor going to be attempted here. The rocket's absorbed by the supporting cast, and it looks like they were not in time to get a token of life. So Dark Lady, she's still only at 400 gold per minute. She picks up the Abyssal Skull here. Moraxis really close to his Portal Key, needs 200 gold. And Parasite Parasite I believe is still on Puzzle Box 2. Torture getting caught once again. He's now 0-7, so again continuing to struggle here. Dark Lady will pour it out. We have 2,300 gold saved up on the Midas. Looks like Cthulhu's going for a staff. He's not going to upgrade that barrier idol. I think that's fine. It looks like they could use the idol, but they don't necessarily need it either, because Torture is very underfarmed this game. So they're not really under too much threat of magic damage. We are, I believe, really close to the Shrunken here on Malikan. He might only need another 200 for that recipe. Moira also with a Portal Key picked up. Do they know Dark Lady is up here is the question. Moira not going to spot him out there. As we have 1,600 gold saved up on the Aluna as well. Going to be interested to see what he goes for. But I believe we just had the Shrunken Head picked up on Malikan. He's got the 2-item combo there of Hyper Crown and Shrunken. And I don't really see Legion being able to fight into this. They do have the Portal Key on Moraxis now, but again, I do feel like they are really going to be lacking damage. If They are to take 5-on-5 team fights. So we currently have Midas in the bot lane. It looks like he's porting to set up mid here. Not going to be able to stop the Torture's TP. But it looks like he'll be moving toward the top lane. He is going for that sheep stick. He picks up the Acolyte staff. I love the early sheep stick. There's the tower. Is going to go down. There's the Quake Stun. It's going to be missed. Two-man triple coming in. There's the Fear from Malikan with the Shrunken Head. They're going to melt both the Torture and the Moraxis. And just like that, it's 2 kills going the way of the Pandas. The lead continues to grow now 24-3 as they will get that tower as well. So the lead is 19,000 gold. Dark Lady going to avoid the trample there. Here comes the cover of darkness. Will she be able to make the escape? She's looking to turn this one around with the blades. And here comes the stun from Aluna. Dark Lady is no more as she gets caught out by the onslaught here of the Hellborn squad. And there's going to be a Moira stun connecting on the chipper. Trample from Cthulhuphon into the power throw. It is just Hellborn clicking on all cylinders here. 26-3 now, as it looks like they will group up here and perhaps take another tier 2 tower. Malikan currently in the jungle with that hypercount taking out the jungle camps. We have Parasite here going to go for the kill there on Aluna with Moraxis. Now the Arcane Shield is going to be popped there. Will they get some counter kills? I don't think they're going to get out of this one. Torture's in the front lines there with the Impalement. There's the Arcane Vortex though, as they have only lost the Moira. Torture will go down. Parasite goes down. Moraxis goes down. They are just simply not farmed enough to fight into this Hellborn team. As we see everyone on very low life. There was even a Whispering Helm pickup just purchased by the Malikan. Rockets. Oh, Moira got sniped out there. Nede getting the kill. Now he will sacrifice himself as he gives over the domination streak to the Midas. And we might even have a sheep stick here. He is 550 gold per minute there on the Midas. As Malikan, he can probably buy whatever he wants at this point. Damage. He could go into a symbol. I don't think they will be able to kill him. There's the sheep stick from Midas. But Dark Lady now has to deal with a sheep stick. Bottom lane. Okay, so Dark Lady kind of waiting to see what happens here. Parasite now has the puzzle box level 3. So we have the Kongor respawned here. Looks like they're headed over there. Another double damage on the Malikan. This is going to be very easy Kongor kill. Malikan, I believe, even can solo kill this once he gets low with the green sword, healing himself up. Got the team support coming in now. Cthulhuphon's got to be getting really close to a Staff of the Master. He either has that in 50 gold or he needs another 1,000, but he is also 480 gold per minute, more or less. As it looks like they catch out the Moraxis here. Midas gets that one. With the sheep stick, he goes down. There's a Sand Scepter picked up on the Moira. Boy, when the supports are having 2 items, it really tells the story of the game. Portal Key and Sand Scepter now on the Moira. We have Sand Scepter on the Aluna as well. Dark Lady, she's going to pick up the Firebrand here, but again, without a Shrunken Head, I don't know how she fights into the supporting cast, let alone the Malikan. The Malikan can just man-fight her any day of the week, the way it currently stands. 430 against 620 GPM. So we could see a base push here. They're going to break this tier 2 tower. Legion is looking to counter push in the top lane. They're not really doing it the most efficiently here, as they are unsure of if they are going to defend or not. Now Midas has a post haste here, so he's able to perhaps get a catch here. As they are porting in, Midas, he's looking to try to get that sheep stick. There's the golden salvo. He's going to avoid the chain reaction stun. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, they're going to do a complete fallback here, but not going to get the catch there with the sheep stick. So Malikan did port back, and they are hunting for some kills. There's going to be a two-man Quake stun. Now, is there going to be any follow-up? They don't have any other portal keys on the team, so they will not be able to catch there and follow up that Quake stun, unfortunately. And it looks like Malikan will go for the Symbol of Rage. He's going to go for the very defensive item build here. Not going to go for damage. But again, with the Symbol, I really don't think he can die, even if he fights probably 5 players. I think he will just be too strong. Bottom lane, power throws. Here comes Parasite, and he actually gets the kill there on the Midas. He did have the Alchemist Bones up, but was not able to transmute there before going down. Meanwhile, we have another fight going on here. Moira gets the catch onto Chipper. Malikan gets that kill. He's Savage sick now. Parasite's hiding in the trees. He did pick up a portal key. Did he show himself there? Maybe he was not spotted. Oh, he was! But he boards into the trees there. And they don't guess with the Arcane Vortex. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Cthulhu and Luna get the kill there onto Torture. Moraxis will go down to the sword throw there. It's a domination streak coming in for Malikan. Well, 4 players are dead in exchange for that Midas. Oh, we have a 35-6 hero kill lead. What a different story in game number 2. Midas going to run into Chipper and Parasite, and well, he's dead. He did use chainsaws for that kill as well as the face hug. There comes the barrier rattle from Cthulhu. Symbol of Rage still ready to go for the Malikan. There's the Storm Spirit onto Torture. Parasite is going to go down there from Cthulhu. And the possession from Malikan is used. He will pick up a double tap there as they do bring down the Dark Lady as well. Malikan still... Oh, it looks like he did use that symbol actually there. So he used both the Shunkin and the symbol. He's going to get that tower. Gulivant will miss the trample. Parasite goes in and takes out the Moira. Quakestone comes out onto 3 heroes as they stack up. Luna going to survive there with the Tablet of Command. Parasite will fall there. Bloodbath coming in from Malikan. Bloodbath continuing as he picks up the next kill there. The Moraxis as well as the Chipper. The GGs are called and the concede vote comes out. Game number 2 will go to the Pandas here at the 29-minute mark, but a very decisive game number 2 there as the jungle lineup coming out from Cool Kids does not work out for them. So we will go on a break here. I think we're going to have a game 3 coming up, so stay tuned, and we should be back in a couple of minutes here with another game.